This is Colton and Janina from Arise Again. We are going to be showing you the very basic kettlebell swing today, and just like we did with the ropes in the last video, we're going to make this kind of do's and don't when doing the kettlebell swing. So, teacher over here, we'll take it from now.
All right, so like she mentioned about the battle rope video, the way we're approaching this kettlebell swing is to go over the most fundamental movement, not here's all the variety of things you can do with kettlebell. And this is important because if you get this one right, all the different varieties you may want to try in the future will take care of themselves. So we're going to show you a handful of correct kettlebell swings. So what she's doing, what makes this the correct technique, is she's hinging at the hips. You see her pushing it back and then forward to swing the weight up. She's got good tight abs. I won't poke her right now to test that, but you can take my word for it. She's throwing it back down on the way down, not just letting gravity take hold. Be active with that. Don't passively let it just fall down. And she's putting explosive hip power.
Just why I'm out of breath.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's not only a conditioning exercise, but can be good for developing lower body power that can transfer into other types of movements. All right, so if those are the do's, here are the don'ts. They're very important to go over because a lot of people can't necessarily just monkey see, monkey do this exercise. They end up all kinds of stuff. Furthermore, it's taught wrong a lot of times, even by some trainers. I won't say particular gyms or groups that do it, but we'll go over some don'ts. I know I can't help myself.
I know, I saw.
Don't number one, and the most common, is trying to pull the weight up with your shoulders. Number one thing that can be indicative of is you didn't have a heavy enough weight in the first place if you can raise it with the shoulders, so think about that. Even when you're learning it, actually the best teaching tool in this is a heavy kettlebell because it's gonna make you use the hips because you can't actually raise it with the arms.
And just so you get an idea, if I'm not using anything else in my body, this is as far as they go, which means it is an adequate weight for me, but like I would have to literally push myself up if I wanted to go any higher with this one.
Right. So number two, don't treat it like it's a squat. It's a hip hinge that is forward and back. The knee bend should be just slight. Why don't you show them what we see when somebody's trying to squat their kettlebell swings. It's more vertical, right? It's lacking that much hip power. It's just like a squat, and you get plenty of that movement, the knee extension, from your actual squats, from your lunges, from step-ups, anything like that you do. What we're trying to train with this specifically is the hip hinge movement. And number three thing, perhaps the most insidious, all right, is the tendency for some people to raise it overhead, okay? The reason this can be such a problem and is so widespread is people feel like, all right, I'm doing greater range of motion, therefore this must be the correct way because I'm swinging and coming all the way up over my head, it's straight over top of my head. And that's the way in which some trainers will actually teach it wrong to their clients.
So like if I'm here and I only push from my hips, look how far my arms are naturally gonna go.
Right.
At that point, I've already squeezed and contracted and come forward.
Right, so once she's fully extending the hips, she's used the full extent of the power that the hips can generate. Beyond that, it would just either be momentum carrying it up, or it would be her actually pulling with her shoulders and back, which we want to avoid, pulling with the mid-back in this, okay? And if it was momentum, if they did truly use full, strictly leg power and it got that high, well, if momentum carried it that high, then the weight was too light.
You needed this one instead.
Right.
But if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. If there are particular exercises that you're having trouble with that you would like for us to show, just feel free to also let us know that. We hope you try them. They're really good for conditioning. I promise you, you will be out of breath. And we'll see you next time.
See you guys.